I'm Dr. Mike, and welcome to my very first Wellness Wednesday. And today, I'm going to talk all about gardening. And we'll start by me giving you a very short tour of some of the things that I'm currently growing in my backyard. Over here, we have candy cane peppers. We have Anaheim peppers, squash, cucumbers, zucchini. Over here, ghost peppers, more Anaheim, stevia, rosemary. Typically what I do is I start everything from seed and I grow it in self-watering cups, and as it gets bigger, I repot it in old pots that I've had from the past or collected from the past, and then I plant it in bigger 5-gallon buckets such as this. Over here, I also have a few trees that I'm growing. This is a navel orange tree. Another navel orange tree, avocado tree. Here's some oranges that are starting to bud. So these are all citrus trees. And over here, I have some raised bed gardens where I grow some of my herbs. Let me show you that. I usually keep it covered to kind of keep some of the pests out and also screen it for shade. Let's see. So in this one, I have cilantro, rosemary, chocolate peppermint, lemon balm, nail. Over here, I have regular peppermint, sage, thyme, and basil. And in here, because I don't do white sugar, I typically grow my own sweetener. So this is stevia, which is an alternative to sugar. So you can take this particular plant, the leaves, dry it out, grind it up, and actually use it as a sugar substitute. And in my last bed over here, the raised bed over here, I'm growing ashwagandha, which is probably one of the most powerful energy and vitality herbs that you can find. And so I grow that in this bed right here. Over here we have a lemon tree. So this should yield fruit this year. This is year 3 for this one. Over here, I have a peach tree. Peaches are starting to come on. Right here. I actually have to spray it down a little bit to prevent some of the pests from forming, but it's growing. And they'll be ready in a few months. Over here, I have a pomegranate tree. This one hasn't started budding yet, but this year should yield fruit as well. Over here, I have a fig tree, and some of the figs are actually coming in. If you look right here. And one of the things I love about this is you can smell the figs. That lets you know that they are on their way. And over here, I'm growing okra in this box, tomatoes in these 2 boxes, zucchini, squash, and cucumber in this box. And right here, watermelon. And it's starting to flower already. See the little yellow flowers? That means that's where fruit will actually bud. And these are sugar baby watermelons. I'm actually going to change out this trellis because this is going to get pretty big, so I need a bigger trellis to support the vines. Now, part of the thing I want to talk about in this video segment is how gardening and wellness are connected. Gardening impacts physical as well as mental health. So when you think about it, the first reason, gardening gives us access to food without going to the store or market. Number 2, gardening gives us greater responsibility and control in what we eat and what we put into our bodies. which is very important. And number 3, gardening is a great source of physical activity and exercise. If you don't believe me, pick up one of those shovels and start tilling dirt and turning it over. You get a lot of exercise and burn a lot of calories. Number 4, gardening, especially outdoors, it actually helps to relieve stress and boost your mood. One of the things that I often like to do at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day is I usually do something in my garden. So I usually wake up in the morning, have my morning ritual, pray, read the word. I also come outside and do some of the gardening in the morning before the sun comes up. And then later in the evening, I like to wind down and use this as a day to sort of channel some of the energy that I've encountered throughout the day in gardening and dealing with my plants. All right, so now I'm going to answer one of the questions that I received from you all. What made you start gardening, and did you grow up gardening? So no, I did not grow up gardening, but I had the privilege of being exposed to gardening on both sides of my family. My grandparents on my mom's side, my maternal side, they grew all sorts of fruit trees, vegetable gardening, things of that nature. And on my dad's side, my grandfather actually had a farm. He raised hogs, cattle, so grew all sorts of things. So every summer, I spent quite a bit of time with both sets of grandparents, so I had the privilege of being around it, but I did not grow up directly doing it myself. For me, gardening actually came about when I was in college. I started doing a lot of reading on my own just about health and wellness. And then as a result of going through various clinical trainings in hospitals, I saw a lot of people who were not well. They were sick. A lot of people dealing with diabetes, hypertension, a lot of different ailments. And so the more I started doing research, the more I started discovering the whole fact that your health is impacted by what you eat, how you care for yourself or not caring for yourself. So the more research I did, the more I encountered information that talked about the benefit of herbs, the benefit of gardening, and how what you eat actually can improve your physical health as well as your mood. So if you're somebody who did not grow up gardening and you don't have a whole lot of experience with doing it, one of the things that I would recommend strongly, read, get some information about gardening, learn various tips about it, and then you can do what I did. Just try it out on yourself. And as a result of trying it out on myself, I began to experience a lot of wellness, and other people around me began to experience wellness. So don't feel like just because you didn't grow up with a green thumb, or you don't have all the things that you need, or that you think you need to garden, man, start where you are. Do a little bit at a time. Grow your own food, eat your own vegetables, and watch your health improve significantly. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I look forward to next time.